So let's say that I am in the business area that a book would make sense, right? I presume that a lot of people might say, yeah, but who am I to write a book? Or what am I going to write about? Or, is anybody going to read what I wrote? Are those the questions that we should be asking? What are the questions we should be asking if we're even considering thinking about writing a book?
Well, I think a great question to ask is, what should my book be about?
Hmm.
And that's one of the things I love to help answer because you have to have a plan for the end before you even sit down to start writing. So, your book should be a way to market your brand and your business as a whole. So, if you are going off on a tangent, that is not going to serve you in the long run. And, I was actually just talking to an attorney, and she was saying that she wrote a book with the intention of pivoting her career. And it ended up not helping because people just kept seeing her for her previous work and not for the new work. So, when you're thinking about writing a book, it's best to already have a number of years under your belt, knowing that you are not planning to upend everything and start again, but that this can be that credibility piece, that authority piece that you're missing at this point. And to speak to the confidence thing that you kind of mentioned, like, who am I to write a book?
Hmm.
The truth is, everybody's story is so important. Like, your story is important, Moshe. My story, I like to think, is important. Everybody has unique experience that makes the world a bit better. You're going to change somebody's life by sharing your story. Maybe you went through something, maybe a client went through something, and we as humans, we relate so much more to stories than facts and dates and figures. So it's what makes you memorable and relatable. So even if you send your book to somebody, it might sit on their nightstand for a year, but then they're going to remember you. They're going to remember the stories, and they're going to call you when they are looking for an attorney who does what you do.
Yeah, I love that, and this idea of, hey, it's gonna hang out there until they get to it, or they're gonna read it, put it on a shelf, forget about it, but then they'll remember when they need it. Really good points. I think the other thing is that it just gives you a level of authority that, it's hard to come by. Like, you can anoint yourself an authoritative person, right? Anybody can say, yes, I am the authority on X. Doing that right now. I'm behind the microphone on a podcast called Profit with Law. I've made myself the authority on profiting from your law firm. I don't have a certification that makes me the authority. I mean, maybe I do. I'm an accountant. I'm certified, right? Like, I'm a profit first professional, but certified by Mike McAllis's organization. But still, I've decided to make this my thing, to make this my stand, that the podium I'm going to stand from, and people are going to know me as the profit guy in the in the legal space. Like, that's where I am. But if you wanna be the personal injury firm of New Orleans, right? Like, whatever, I just picked an example. Having a book about the biggest settlement or, whatever, like something related to the work that you do is going to put you in a league above. That's different. I don't know about above, but it's different than everyone else.
It definitely helps differentiate you from the other people in your practice area. And, you hear so much about SEO and Google ads, and that's all well and good. But just because you have a sponsored ad doesn't mean you're going to get the right clientele clicking on it. And the book, it sets you apart.
Yeah, I think if you've got some really good war stories, it's just icing on the cake, right? If you can make it interesting and captivating, then that just makes it better. Because it's one thing to have your name on the cover, it's another thing to have the pages inside of it read.